Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review, another Fox Farm beer. I'm super stoked. We just reviewed our first Fox Farm beer yesterday, and I absolutely loved it. Courtesy of my man Jordan. I appreciate you, bro. This is, I think it's called Viridescence. I think that's the name of it. And it is per label a Southern Hemisphere double IPA, clocking in at 8.4% alcohol by volume. Fox Farm is in Connecticut. I talked about it in the last video. I love their labels. They're like a cool cross, which I've never seen before. I love everything about it. So looking forward to this one. Little hashtag Team Old IPA. Not really. It was canned on June 24th. So time of recording, we are just right at a month old. 2 days over a month old. So where in Connecticut are they? Salem, Connecticut. So it was fun, like uploading that last Fox Farm video. Like people are pretty into this brewery and these beers. So I mean, I had mentioned it. I wasn't sure what else is in Connecticut, but I couldn't imagine anything in Connecticut being better than what I had last night. It was really, really, really good. So let's get into it, shall we? A little Sunday fun day. Why not? This beer looks like the last beer that we drank. It is just that awesome glowing orange. Gosh, that beer is just beautiful in the glass. Look at that head. That's a good almost 2 fingers of just fluffy, fluffy, fluffy cloud-like head. I always say you could take a spoon and frickin' scoop that out. It is that just straw yellow. This I talked about it. I can't remember what beer it was, but this looks like how Alpine Nelson used to look. It's just that it's glowing in the glass. It looks amazing. We're using our Answer Mike Tyson glassware because Mike Tyson is getting ready to fight Roy Jones Jr. How dare you? And I don't know what that's going to cost on pay-per-view, but I promise you I will pay to watch that. It's going to be like an 8-round exhibition, and who knows if they'll even like really go at each other, but I hope they do. Oh, it's going to be amazing. A 53, if Roy Jones Jr. is what, 53 and Mike Tyson's 51, 54 or 51, something like that. I'm telling you guys, I mean, me being a kid of the 80s, there was nothing like a Mike Tyson fight back in the day. So it says Southern Hemisphere, don't know the hops, but they're going to be hopefully New Zealand hops, right? Is that where they're from? Have we been reviewing beers today? Maybe. Shove our nose in it. This smells like a mixture of like peach and tangerine juice. Gosh, that smells so good. Fuck. A little bit of sweetness on this one, and that could just be from it being in the can for a month. I mean, a month is not a long time, but the beer that we reviewed last night, I think it was 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks in the can. This being just a little bit past that. It's not as like intense on the nose, but it still smells absolutely awesome. This offers like that kind of like starbursty, like gummy worm kind of a thing. But yeah, it's like this stone fruity, peachy. There's some mango in there, maybe like a little bit of tangerine. Like it smells like tropical fruits. But yeah, it's got this sweet kind of crusty, like crackery, bready thing. It smells like candy. It smells awesome. Let's go and taste it. Jordan, cheers. Thank you, sir. I have no idea how that beer is 8.5%. That's crazy. So, fuck, what was the beer that we drank last night? I can't even remember the name of it. Pour or something. When we smelled that and then tasted it, it was like a pretty big contrast. Like the nose was like this crazy juice bomb. When you tasted it, it offered like this West Coast vibe with like this intense bitterness. This beer does not do that for me. This beer is like juice through and through. Everything that you smell, you're tasting, you don't get that like digging into your tongue bitterness mid palate. It just doesn't do it. This one is soft. It's crazy, crazy drinkable for 8.5%. It does. It offers that candied sweetness. Like I said, kind of like starbursty gummy worm thing. But it's just just waves of stone fruit, pineapple. There's a little bit of like mango that it wants to go to like that kind of peppery thing, but it doesn't do it. It just stays soft on your palate. This is crazy. I can't believe this beer is 8.5%. It does not drink like an 8.5% beer for me. That being said, I had some friends over today. We've been drinking some beer, so maybe my palate's a little messed up, but this is this kind of reminds me of like what old school Treehouse was, like that just crazy soft, just juice in a glass. That's how this beer is. Yeah, there's that like sweetness on the nose. It's there on the finish. It's like that just kind of sweet, like just sweet kind of white bread thing. But it works well with all the tropical fruits and citrus that you get with this. This is ridiculously drinkable for 8.5. I cannot believe this is a double IPA. It's crazy. I mean, these guys, I've had two beers from them, and I've been absolutely blown away by both of them. It would be fun to see what this beer was like, you know, same week in the can, just because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't give me that West Coast vibe like the last beer that we did. So I wonder if this was just crazy in your face, just tropical fruit smoothie. Again, we had that big fluffy like head on it, like mouthfeel on this is nice. It's like that medium mouthfeel, good carbonation, just kind of cruises across your palate. This is just one of those beers, man. Like it's, you know, almost 8.5%. Like this is an easy drinker. It's super dry on the finish. It's not offensive. It won't give you palate fatigue. Like you could drink 3, 4, 5 of these. I mean, the outcome of that probably wouldn't be good, but it's fire. Beer is awesome. So we'll leave it at that. We almost drank the whole freaking thing. It is, man, that like just stone fruity, peachy pineapple thing is just fucking awesome. This is a crusher. I could chug that thing. I won't, but I could. If I had another can of this, I would chug it, but I don't. So, yeah, this is another world-class beer from Fox Farm. Like, we had an IPA that was amazing, and now we've had a double IPA that's amazing. So, we'll leave it at that. Jordan, I'm so stoked that you sent these beers, man. Like, I need some more Fox Farm in my life. I don't know what it would take to get it, but we got to figure something out because this is fire. I absolutely, like, it's worth your time to seek these beers out. If you're a person who trades beers, like, trade whatever you can for these beers. This is really, really good stuff. I'm super impressed. I love it. So that's it. We'll leave it at that. That's Viridescence from Fox Farm in Connecticut. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. This is some world-class stuff. Fucking awesome. Love it. So that's it. I'm out here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.